What's going on YouTube? We're back with another video. This time we're reacting to 2018 LeBron James was a demon. And I watched a lot of LeBron back then. He was actually a demon. He was on one of those runs that just can't be denied. That put him in the GOAT conversation, solidified him, stamped him. I was a big LeBron fan growing up. Watched a lot of his career. Followed him to each team he went to. Cavs, Heat, back to Cavs, now at the Lakers. But that 2018 run was special. So let's check out this video and see what they're talking about.
If you could select any version of LeBron James, which one are you choosing? The 2009 twitchy, high-flying volume scorer in Cleveland? How about villain LeBron at his athletic peak in Miami? Or maybe 2016 Bron with his blend of experience and
Miami was so insane. Those 3 years, man.
offensive versatility? You really can't go wrong with any of them, but without question, I'm taking 2018 LeBron.
Yeah, I think I can agree. 2018 LeBron was just on another level. We're about to see.
His combination of elite athleticism, razor-sharp IQ, unpredictable playmaking, and his ability to take over in the clutch was surreal. It was like every version of LeBron thrown into one, and he needed all of it to single-handedly carry his team to where no one thought possible. 2018 LeBron unlocked mastery of the game of basketball, and this is how he did it.
Ooh, ready to lock in. Let's go.
Facing LeBron in 2018 was simply terrifying. The dude was driven by vengeance, and the reason is because, well, actually, it'd be easier just to show you. After winning his hometown a historic championship in 2016, he and Kyrie Irving were viewed as the league's premier duo. There's no way this would be their last title together. Except it was. Kevin Durant signed with the Golden State Warriors during the 2016 offseason, and the league was cooked.
Yeah, the new super team. Clay, Dre, KD, and Steph. Man, when KD left the Thunder, I couldn't believe it. To join the Warriors, the team that he just lost to. I don't know, man.
Cleveland would face them in the 2017 finals and get smoked in 5. On his way back to the locker room, disappointed yet confident, LeBron daps up Kyrie and tells him, "We'll be back." But in reality, only one of them would be back. Just 4 weeks later, Kyrie demands a trade out of Cleveland with reports stating that he no longer wants to be in LeBron's shadow. 1 month later, he was gone. I can only imagine that LeBron felt disrespected.
I wonder if Kyrie regrets going to Boston after seeing how everything played out. Him basically getting booed out of town, stomping on the logo.
And betrayed. He was left alone to carry the Cavaliers, and there was no doubt that it fueled him, because in 2018, the dude was a full-on demigod. Opening night for LeBron and the Cavs was straight to business, a matchup against the Boston Celtics and the new face of their franchise. But James cooked. He lit up the C's for 29, 16, and 9 with 13 of those in the fourth quarter. Kyrie misses a 3 over LeBron to tie the game at the buzzer. They dap up one last time, and the LeBron carry job begins. Well, actually, this was just the opening act. Game 9 of the season against the Washington Wizards is when it truly began.
All the way, and the finish. James goes back door, inside, count it, and one. James drives in hard, finishes, and one. 8 to shoot, sets for 3, puts it in. Clock at 5, James backs in, turns toward the baseline, puts it in. James got it low, shot's good, and the foul. 56 points and counting.
57. 57. You know, this fuckery wasn't supposed to go on for much longer. Yet here he is at 33 years old, dropping the second highest scoring performance of his career alongside 11 boards, 7 dimes, 3 steals, and a couple blocks. He is not human. By this point, Cleveland was just 4-5 on the season, but LeBron's performance sparked a little bit of magic. A clutch time dagger at the Garden, and Cleveland's on a 2-game winning streak. 39-14, make that 4-0. 27-16-13, and the Cavs are 7-0. 34-12, and Cleveland's on an 11-game winning streak. and with a chance to make it a franchise record 13th straight against Sacramento, LeBron comes up big. He scoops home a layup to go up 2, and then drains a dagger 3 with 15 seconds left for their 13th consecutive win. The king was still the king. LeBron was stuffing the stat sheet on a nightly basis like he was a spry 27-year-old in a
Sheesh, man. And a 13-game win streak, that's pretty big in the NBA. It's hard to stay focused and, for teams to go on those kinds of runs, especially when you're on the road.
his prime, except he was 33 without an all-star teammate by his side, and even that didn't slow him down. As they entered mid-December, Cleveland was a flaming hot 19-2 in their last 21 games, and it launched LeBron into the MVP conversation, sitting right behind James Harden in the NBA's MVP ladder. And now with a game lined up on Christmas Day against the defending NBA champs, a win can put LeBron as the frontrunner for MVP. But instead, he and the Cavs went from flaming hot to ice cold. James didn't have a great game on Christmas, and it began a downward spiral. From December 25th to February 6th, Cleveland went 6-13. LeBron was still putting up numbers, but the team around him was dysfunctional. They were too slow, too old, and just a couple days out from the trade deadline, you knew something was going to change. They don't call him Le GM for nothing. However,
He said, pack him up. Le GM. Time to make a move.
a day before the deadline, they play the Minnesota Timberwolves, and LeBron decided to put on a show for his soon-to-be
Oh, yeah, he hits his game winner.
ex-teammates.
James powers it down. James able to swivel it home between two defenders by Butler. Now shakes past him. James connects. James trying to shake free of Wiggins. Does to the rim. And he ties it with 4 seconds left. Butler denied by James. And Smith calls a timeout. Chance. Green looking to the front court. Here's LeBron. James catch. He did it! LeBron James wins it for Cleveland!
37-10-15, a game-tying layup, a game-saving block, capped off by a game-winning fadeaway, and celebrating with his teammates that would get traded less than 24 hours later.
37, 10, and 15. Straight.
I'm not even kidding. The Cavs blew it up the very next day to get younger, trading 6 guys with an average age of 30 for 4 players with an average age of 26. It wasn't a superstar or even an all-star for that matter, but they gave LeBron something to play with, and he started balling. As the calendar flipped to March, LeBron was slowly turning into playoff Bron. He averaged over 39-9 on a blistering 55% shooting with 9 30-point games and 4 triple-doubles in the month. The dude was a highlight machine, jaw-dropping one-legged fadeaways in the clutch to close out games, catching bodies that should have him arrested for first-degree murder, and no-look
Oof, I gotta see that one again. I remember that.
the 9 30-point machine. Jaw-dropping one-legged fadeaways in the clutch to close out games, catching bodies that should have him arrested for first-degree murder, and no-look dimes in LA that had him looking like Magic Johnson. LeBron's all-around game was at its absolute peak. He was virtually unguardable, highlighted by another masterpiece in April, a 44-point triple-double against the 76ers for his league-leading 32nd 30-point game of the season. Now, here's the problem. They didn't win that game. Despite LeBron's greatness, the team around him was just average. If he doesn't play well, they have almost no chance of winning. If he drops a 40-point triple-double, winning is still not a guarantee, and it showed in the standings. The Cavs were the 3rd seed for the majority of the year, before slipping down to 4th in the final week of the season, landing them a tougher opponent in the first round of the playoffs and basically killing LeBron's MVP case. He finished 2nd in voting as James Harden walked away with the award in a landslide. The case was made for LeBron, but it didn't matter anymore. The playoffs were around the corner, and the King was about to show the league who's the real MVP.
What, 0 dark 30? Isn't that what he does? Goes into his no social media
As the 4th seed in the East, Cleveland faced a legit Indiana squad in round 1. And it was a wake-up call. The Pacers trampled them by 18 points on their home court in Game 1. Indy was no joke, and Bron knew it. So in the first quarter of Game 2, he made a statement. He erupted for 20 points in the frame, and he didn't stop there, finishing the game with 46, 12, and 5 on 70% shooting from the field to tie the series at 1. But back in Indiana, the Pacers escaped Game 3 with a 2-point win to go up 2-1. And you know what that means? We're about to get another masterpiece from LeBron. 32 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists to tie the series at 2. James was putting up video game numbers like it was nothing, and in Game 5 at home, he turned on aimbot.
Makes his move, drives to the rim, blocked by James! Timeout Cleveland! And with 3 seconds left, Cleveland triggers in. James, 2 seconds, 1 second for the win! LeBron James delivers! That's a winner in Cleveland!
I thought this fuckery wasn't supposed to go on for much longer, and this dude is nailing game-winning threes at the buzzer to go with 44 points, 10 boards, and 8 dimes. You know, something light, but I'll tell you what wasn't light. Game 6 in Indiana. The Cavs got smoked by 34 points, and now shockingly, a LeBron-led team is going to a Game 7 in round 1. But the result of that Game 7 wasn't
Bro, LeBron has played so many minutes in his career. It's insane.
much of a shocker. James threw on his backpack and went to work, exploding for 26 in the first half, and from that point on, you knew it was over. He finished the game with 45 for his third, I repeat, his third 40-point game of this series to carry his team into the second round. And you want to know a crazy stat about this series? LeBron did not have a single teammate score more than 20 points in any game throughout the series. The literal definition of carrying his team. James'
Look, Harry.
brilliance set up a daunting matchup against the #1 seed Toronto Raptors in the second round. The third consecutive playoff matchup, that is, between these two squads. And I think you know how the story goes. They don't call him LeBronto for nothing.
DeRozan. There's that fadeaway, and it's Butter right now. Backing down Lowry. Heat check. Still sizzling.
Come on, he's going to have his way here.
LeBron fades away over Siakam. James.
Hold on.
We're speechless,
Hold on.
Hubie Brown.
Here it is. See, it's under
3 seconds to go. Throws up the floater.
Do you understand how tough that shot is? He's literally fading left.
3 seconds to go. Throws up the floater.
Shoots it with his left hand.
Good night, Cleveland. That is for you.
What did you expect? He's LeBronto. After dismantling the Raps in Toronto with nasty fadeaways, he nails an elegant one-legged fading runner off glass to win Game 3 and take Toronto's soul. I mean, look at some of these reactions. It was over.
Deflating. That's gotta be so deflating.
Killed the Raps by 35 in Game 4 to complete the sweep, and for the 8th consecutive season, LeBron is back in the Eastern Conference Finals to face the Boston Celtics. Unfortunately, Kyrie was out for the series due to injuries, but don't take anything away from the Celtics' young
The young Tatum, young Jaylen Brown.
core. They were a problem.
Tatum drives down and throws it down.
I remember that dunk, and then he chest bumped him.
Wow!
Game 1 was a major slap in the face to LeBron and the Cavs. They lost by 25 points, and Bron had it rough. 15 points on 7 of 16 shooting and 7 turnovers. But as we've seen this postseason, the dude responds every time. In the first quarter of Game 2, his jumper was butter. He was knocking down long-range missiles, sweeping hooks like a prime Kareem, and opposite shoulder fading threes for a 21-point first quarter. He was unstoppable. He'd finished the game with a 42-point triple-double, and they still lost by double digits. Cleveland was in serious trouble. In fact, as a franchise, the Boston Celtics are 37-0 all time when leading a series 2-0.
37-0 all time when up 2-0. Don't tell me LeBron makes that 37-1.
This is bad, but I swear I've seen a similar graphic like this before. Anything's possible.
This is a classic moment. One of the greatest moments.
In Game 3, the Cavs answered. Then in Game 4, LeBron did, with a 44-point bomb for his 6th 40-point game of the playoffs, and just like that, the series is tied. But in Game 5, Boston responded as they put the Cavs on the brink of elimination. LeBron is going to have to do something crazy to will his team to 2 straight wins. And in this case, crazy is actually an understatement. The King tapped into another dimension in Game 6, finishing at the cup, cashing in spot-up threes, lacing home mid-range fades. He was on one, but with just a few minutes left, the Celtics cut the lead to single digits. LeBron is in trouble.
James drives, steps back, puts up a three. Bang! LeBron steps, tries it again. Puts it in! As the shot clock expires, LeBron James with 44. Timeout Boston.
Yo, it gives me chills. Clutch.
With 2 monster threes in his sweet spot, LeBron seals the deal with his 7th 40-point game of the postseason to force a Game 7 in Boston. And if you know anything about Game 7 LeBron, then you know what's about to happen.
3-on-1 break for Boston. Rozier to the basket. Oh, blocked by James. He did it again. Between the legs.
Why would Rozier even try that dunk on LeBron?
Drives, continues off balance, banks it home. Taken by James. Here comes James in the up.
Literally tackling him.
Drives, continues off balance, banks it home. Taken by James. Here comes James in the upper floor. James, grab from behind. Count it. Goaltend and 1. And it's up to 9 with 1:04 remaining.
35, 15, and 9, capped off by a powerful and 1 with a primal scream to miraculously get his team to the NBA Finals. LeBron was Superman against the Celtics, but next up, he'll have to face his kryptonite.
The Warriors. Super team.
When the Warriors and Cavs faced off in 2017, Cleveland realistically had no chance of winning. And that was with Kyrie. Fast forward to a year later and you got just LeBron with a weaker supporting cast. The writing was on the wall, but we should keep in mind that Bron's been playing the best basketball of his career. And with all these 40-point games, he's due to go for 50.
James drives past Curry, gets inside and throws it down. Boston Game 7, Houston. James drives and finishes. Great to see him back on the floor. James drives past Livingston and throws it down. James fires a three. That's good.
I'm shocked you downplayed Savannah. He said she was all city.
James again from downtown. Picks up James, 8 to shoot. James drives, shot blocked, count it, and 1. LeBron James puts the Cavs up 1 with a free throw coming up.
In my opinion, this is the single greatest game of LeBron's career. 51 points, the 5th most ever in the finals, 8 rebounds and 8 assists against the mighty Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. He was the definition of unguardable, and after Draymond poked him in the eye in the second quarter, he was looking like a legit super
Draymond always gotta do something. Always hurting somebody.
villain out there, dude. It was insane. But this game isn't over. LeBron's effort got the Cavs within 1 with 4 seconds left, and George Hill is at the line to shoot 2 free throws. He nails the first, and then
7 remaining. Hill misses. Rebound goes to the Cavs. J.R. Smith brings it back out. Throws it to Hill. Hill shot blocked.
Bro, what was JR doing? That's like one of the worst moments in NBA Finals history.
And we'll go to overtime. You get the feeling J.R. Smith thought they had the lead.
JR was JR. He thought they had the lead, he dribbled the ball out to kill the clock, and butchered a chance to win the game. LeBron was, pissed, to say the least. He knows you cannot give Golden State any chance to survive. And they just did. The game went into overtime where the Warriors outscored the Cavs by 10 to take Game 1, in what was Cleveland's only chance in this series. From then on, Golden State took care of business, sweeping the Cavaliers with ease and ending LeBron's otherworldly 2018 season. Although it ended without a championship, what LeBron was able to accomplish throughout this year, and especially in the postseason, is still viewed as one of, if not the, single greatest playoff run by an individual player ever. At 33, this might be it for LeBron. Father Time is finally gonna catch up.
I'll say it again. He'll never have a greater achievement than getting this team to the finals.
This historic 2020 NBA championship belongs to the Los Angeles Lakers.
The bubble.
LeBron James, a shot at history.
Still going.
No one person has ever shouldered more and gotten his team to the finals.
If you could
Yo, yeah, that year was crazy. The year before that, though, when they actually came back from 3-1 against the Warriors, that was another crazy year. That's probably one of my favorite years of LeBron's career. He went nuclear in that final series. That season, he was going off. Man, in my opinion, I think I got LeBron number one all time. I think he's the GOAT. Who do you guys have as your number one of all time? Let me know in the comment section. I just want to say one thing. We got to appreciate LeBron while he's still playing because his career is pretty much almost over. He might have like 1 or 2 more years, but who knows if we'll see another run like this, especially in our lifetimes. Like and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks.